Hi, good afternoon, guys. I hope you can all hear me well. Just make sure everything's all right. Good afternoon. Good time. Hey. Okay, I'm excited. We're going to be talking to at Orville Xpressionz today. That's Orville Xpressionz, all the way from Jamaica. Yeah, that's where I'm from, so I'm really proud. And I'm excited to talk to him today and find out a bit more about him and his dancing lifestyle. He's known as the Dancehall Professor. So I just want to know what all the things he knows about dancehall. He's going to teach me some stuff today. You guys are going to learn a lot. Tune in. All right, I'm going to add him to the live now. And it's going to get good. All right. All right, tell your friends to join, guys. All right. You need to know about the Dancehall Professor, okay? Can you guys hear me? Can people hear me? You can hear me. You can hear me, yeah? I'm loud and clear. Tell your friends to join the live. I'm going to be talking to Professor, Dancehall Professor, Orville Xpressionz, okay? Let me just tell some people to join, yeah? Okay. I'm waiting for him to join. I'm going to ask him a few questions about his career. This man has been all over the world teaching people how to do dancehall, okay? Dancing. He's sick. I couldn't wait. When my PA sent me his information and I saw everything he was doing, I was thinking, oh my God, he reminds me of people in my family. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to hear what he has to say. Guys, join the live. I'm just going to wait for him to join. And then we'll get talking, asking him some questions. Oh, me hot. I've added him, so just waiting. Just waiting. Just waiting. Should be joining us soon. Okay. I always get hot when I start talking. Oh, because I'm excited. Hi, guys. Southeast 1109. And who's that? James GB05. Thanks for joining the live. Tell your friends to join. We're going to be talking to Mr. Orville Xpressionz today. He's a dancehall professor, okay? And every time I say that, I smile because I'm excited to know why, okay? Obviously, you can tell why on his page, but I want to know more about him. So I'm going to be asking some questions today, finding out who he is and a bit more about him. Hey, Lisa. Hey, hi everyone. Tell your friends to join the live. We're going to be talking to a dancehall professor today. You don't want to miss this, okay? I'm just going to add him to the live again. Let me send an invite. Yeah. Excuse me if my Jamaican accent comes out today, okay? Excuse. Ooh. Hello. It's a nice house. Hi, Orville. Hi.
Blessed love. Blessed.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. That's a nice greenhouse. Very nice.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Yeah, how's your morning? How's your morning going?
It's good so far. Good so far, giving thanks, you know?
Oh, yeah, true. I'm so happy that you said yes to coming on the live with me.
Yeah, man, listen. Dimples, me see you there, you reach.
Hi, Dimples. Hi, guys. Come and share some love with the Dancehall Professor from all the way from the UK in Jamaica. I'm excited, so I might get a bit out of breath here, but I'm really excited because when I saw you, I was like, what? You remind me of my dad. My dad's a dancer as well when he was younger, and he looks like you look really you look similar. So I was like, wait a minute. Like, are you related to the Lamberts?
No. O'Neill Peart, the General Wagwan. A friend of mine is on as well, and he just completed O'Neill Peart. He just did a book. He just completed a book as well.
What's the book called?
O'Neill, just type what the name of your book is called.
Yeah, guys, type in, say hi to Orville. Let us know a bit more about him and yourselves. Angela said, hey, Orville, I want you to teach me how to dance.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's definitely.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to be asking Orville some questions, guys, about his dance career and his lifestyle and everything to do with dance and Dancehall Professor. And you've got so much occupations. It was really hard for me to just research one side of you.
Okay.
there's so many sides to you as a one person. I'm just thinking, how do you manage all of that, man? Because wait, guys, let me just lift off what I wrote down, yeah? You're a dancer, a lecturer, choreographer, radio host, a chief judge for dancers, Dynamite MC, artistic director, you're a creative director. You're also like a filmmaker as well, right? You make films.
Yes. Yes.
When did you start getting into all of this?
Well, as it relates to dance is the thing that propelled me to, to fame and having people know me around the world. But I really started this journey in the arts as an actor. And this is back in 1991 when I started the journey as an actor. But dance was always part of my upbringing. My father wasn't a formal dancer, but he was what you would consider to be the community dancer.
Yeah.
So the community that I grew up in, his nickname was Dancey. And one of the first dancehall sessions that was kept in this community was at this house. And my parents, they've been here from 1962 when Jamaica got independence.
Wow.
So they're foundation people here. So I am carrying on that legacy by having one of the strongest community tourism projects in Jamaica, that is in the Jackson community. But
you're doing that already. You're doing more than that.
So when I started out in, I think it was 1994 that I started dancing and having people recognize me. That is what propelled me to the international stage, and having people know who Orville is in the 90s. And the break came in 1998 when Jamaica was campaigning for the World Cup. When Jamaica went to World Cup for the first time. So at the football matches that were held at the National Stadium, I was responsible for choreographing these dances that went into the National Stadium. So, that is what gave me that level of visibility.
Oh, that's good. Was you a dad by this time? Was you a father?
No, I'm not a father.
You're not a father?
I've fathered many, but...
Yeah, I can tell on your page, like, you've got so much people, I thought you was a dad because you've got so much people that you uplift and represent, and you help out and you support, and man, it's a whole movement. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. It is.
It's like what everyone needs to know about this. This expression family is strong. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I've seen special black expressions, Stacey, Shelly, Shanice, like so much different expression, and they're representing. That's a good thing. It's a big thing, and I'm really proud. I even spoke to, was it your PA, Shelly? Respectful, just lovely, and she also helps out with a seat at the bar.
Yes, she's the host for A Seat at the Bar.
Yeah, could you tell me a bit about that?
A Seat at the Bar is a spin-off from the Bartender. We have a series on YouTube called The Bartender. And we decided to create another series, which is an interview series, to get youngsters to understand more about the world of entertainment and artists in entertainment.
I love it.
So we some of our unsung heroes, some of the people who helped to make a mark, we're trying to get more interviews with them, so persons who are coming in the music business can have an understanding and some more respect for what made it what it is today. So we started that program 7 weeks ago with Tanya Stevens telling her story. So far we've had people like Mr. Lex, we've had Kip Rich, we've had Palladium, D Major, so we've had some of those persons.
Yes, no, good people. I was like, wow, it's nice, and I love that it's so organic, and it's like you just pop up at the bar, and when the person comes in, everyone's just like, whoa, 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 you get me? It's just lovely, man. I was like, I want to go on that. That'd be nice. If I'm ever in Jamaica, I'm gonna be like,
please,
let them come.
We're really doing is like sports and entertainment. It's really two of the things that Jamaica is really known for, you know,
Yeah.
sports and
And
entertainment. So
it's
we
true.
want people to know more about that. We want people to know about the work that goes into it, because there are times when people think that sports and entertainment are like extracurricular activities. Like people don't see it as a choice to be a part of, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of career choice.
It is. It's a big thing what you're doing out there, man. And you've traveled the world. You've been to India, Colombia, America. You've been to
And
many places, man.
I've been to 36 countries.
Okay. You see, my
36
research would have
countries.
took 5 hours if I didn't look for all the countries, you know. I
Yeah.
swear. I was like, from I saw the fifth country, I just thought, okay, yeah, this is nice. And everyone is just loving the vibes. And
Yeah.
what's it like when you go to a country where most people don't speak that much English, but they just can connect with you through the music? Like, how does it feel?
What it does is prove that dance is a language within itself. You know, it proves that the dance language can connect us. You know, I started this journey in 2000. And I was going to different places. I mean, in the U.S. and the Caribbean before 2012, but in 2012 is when the journey started in Europe and Russia. It started in Russia, and then we started doing Europe. So I have 12 Russian visas, and then, you know, a number of European visas. So we started there, teaching people not just about dancehall dance, but about the culture itself, so people could understand what we're doing
Yeah.
in Jamaica, and how it is not just about dancehall, but the things that help to build dancehall. So we talk
Yeah.
about with traditional folk forms, which is very important to where we are and who we are now, even in dancehall. So that was my primary reason when I started touring. It wasn't just going to be about the dance, but for people to understand what makes us Jamaican and how we express that through movements, you know.
Yeah.
So that has literally taken me around the world, and that is how I got the name Dancehall Professor.
Yeah,
You know,
that is
it's
beautiful,
persons.
man. You got bare clothes, guys. I don't care. On your page, I'm like, this guy's got bare clothes. You got enough clothes, man. You must have a big wardrobe. I said everything just matching and so much different outfits and everything. I was like, yeah, you got style, man. You got swag. And if I was your daughter, I would be so proud. Do you know what I mean? All the kids that you do nourish and help uplift and look after in Jamaica, they must be so proud of you, man. Because you're
Oh
doing
yes.
things that the young bucks are doing right now. Even you're still a young man. Don't get twisted.
Yeah.
You're still a young man, but you know, when people see the grey beard, they think, oh, he must be older than me. He's got great. So it's like, do they expect you when they come into the dance, and people who don't know you, when they see you just bust out and do the moves, and they're shocked. But they're
Yeah,
like,
man. Well, some people, cause you know, people know me. So the thing is,
yeah,
what I try to do is I try to lead by example, especially because of the young people I have around me that see what I do, and the ones that I influence a lot. I try to
yes,
lead by example with my lifestyle, you know,
do,
and just generally how I do things.
yeah,
Because
and
no,
yeah,
no matter what you have, no matter what you have in terms of material things, it is truly who you become in this life, and the kind of respect that you earn that will make people remember you.
remember you. Yeah, that's the best thing. It's the best
Yeah,
thing.
man.
There's there's a saying where people won't remember what you've done or what you've said, but they will always remember how you made them feel.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
is it Angela? My Angela, yeah, Angela said that, and I was just like, it's so true, you know. People
Yeah, man.
always remember, because I've seen on your posts, I've seen like UK dancehall dancers like messaging and posting on your stuff, like commenting. So
Yes.
you got all the dancehall people, you know, all
Oh
around the
yeah.
world. Just trust me,
This
and then
morning, this
hmm?
morning I saw something. This morning I saw something that, you know, normally, I mean, persons who reach a certain level of popularity and fame, maybe it don't move them, but me, the simple things that people do moves me.
Yeah,
So
you can tell.
a sister, and I think she's from Colombia, video her television set watching me doing a dance, and she said in the caption, I get goosebumps every time I watch this man dance.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she
Played.
videoed the TV screen of me dancing, then video her skin with the bumps on her skin and posted it. And I was like, yeah. So
But it's
these things
true.
are very,
That's what you
they're
do to
very
people.
humbling for me. Yeah.
Like when I first
So
got on here, I was sweating. It's just calmed down a bit, you know. But when I first got on here, I was like, "Ooh, okay, yeah, he's actually here." Like
yeah,
I'm excited because no, the things that you're doing, I haven't seen no one else like doing that in Jamaica right now. Like I'm not seeing anyone doing it unless they're doing it with you.
yeah.
You know.
It's been a number of things. I'm very strong on community development. You know,
Mhm. Very.
there are a number of things. There are a number of things that's been happening in Jamaica. There are a number of things that I'm terribly embarrassed about, and the only way to help the situation is by actually being somebody who can make changes and help
Mhm.
to effect change. You know,
Yeah.
so if you're not able to do that, then we can't keep talking about what the problem is. We have to see how
Yeah.
we can help to create solutions. So everything that I'm doing now that involves community work and reaching out to the younger generation is
Yeah.
really about making that kind of change from the
Yeah.
community level, because Jamaica is really more what you would call poor people. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
the rich have stronger influence in terms of, monetarily, but
Mm.
it is the inner city people that is the fiber of Jamaica. Duffy Wagwan, my general.
Hi guys. I love this. The comments are lovely, you know, but I don't want to cut you, but they're just saying some nice things in the comments, you know. And
Respect.
Duffy, I saw you say hi to me, you know. So hi, well on. Thank you. They're so nice, man. Fair love. But yeah, you're passionate about it. You're passionate about the world, like and people as well. But I see you passionate about things like the ocean and the land in Jamaica. You know what I mean? It goes deeper for you, and it's nice to see that you're very expressive on your page as well. You show lots of sides to you, even with your mom, man. You hosted an dinner event for your mom, and just the way you love her up on your page, it's just so it's warm, you know. It makes you wanna
I'm a,
book a
I'm a
class.
general. I'm a general that. I'm a general that. I'm
It's lovely how you talk about your family and
a
what you
general.
show. It's touching, man, and I'm honored. I'm honored to be able to have met you. Could you tell us about reasoning and with seasoning?
Or
When did you come up with that?
reasoning with seasoning it's an informal. It's just me going live talking about the bartender. And
Mhm.
for persons who don't know about we started the bartender as writing 5 minute skits and putting on YouTube
Yeah.
in 2020 when I came back from, I was on a tour and came back to Jamaica and decided that because of this pandemic now, we needed to activate the YouTube page, to keep the
Mhm.
visibility. And, we started doing the bartender, and it literally took wings. Like it's
Yeah.
it's really the biggest local series in Jamaica right now,
Yeah.
So
It's really
I
good. You did
started.
9 seasons.
We're
The
going
more
into
than
the seventh season.
seventh season.
We premiered this.
How much you gonna do? Is it just until it's just ongoing until?
Yes,
Yeah.
based on the kind of love that we're getting,
Yes.
we
Keep
just,
going.
yeah, we
It's
keep
some
it
really
going
good
because,
actors, you know.
and some of these persons have never done
Really
acting
good, you
before in
know.
their
And I'm
life.
thinking, I believe
They,
him. Is this real?
they've
At first,
never,
I was like, wait, is this real acting? I can't tell. It's really, really
yeah.
good, you know. Could you read that comment there, Orville, please?
Okay, so this says, what about me? It's a 30-day mental health awareness journal, and this is my friend O'Neill Peart, who is very strong in the arts as well. O'Neill Peart was a part of a group called Nomads.
Nice.
Very good guitarist and vocalist, and this is a very important project. Talking about mental health
Mm,
awareness, and he has completed a journal I think this is a collaborative effort as well. So, O'Neill, big up yourself, and brother.
Yeah, big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. If you can go and get this project, please read it up. We need it.
Yeah.
O'Neill is humbly saying that I taught him as well. I taught him in college as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
This
what
is
did
where
you teach in college?
I teach drama and dance when I was at Excelsior Community College. Yes,
nice.
And this is a clear case of the student becoming the teacher now, because wow. he's moving a lot of souls and a lot of spirits around the world as well.
Yeah.
So
got that from you. That's lovely, man.
This is the kind of joy I get by looking at persons that I've taught and the things that they've been doing around the world, and touching other people. The bartender was one such project that I wanted to reach people. I think it got to people because it was a release for them. Because this is in 2000 when we were locked down, and persons had something to watch on a Sunday. So we would go out and we would shoot, and we would just make sure it is edited, that on a Sunday evening people can sit and watch it, and they became committed to the project. So we had to become committed to giving them the project every Sunday.
And you built a team now of people who manage. How much?
Full team now. There's a full team. So it started from the team started in 2001. In 2001 with Shelly and Stacy.
Nice.
When they were in college, and I remember, because this business is a very unforgiving business as it relates to females. In entertainment, females kind of get it a little harder because there is the whole thing of they can't move to the next level unless they're having relationships with producers and with this and that. So I wanted, one of the things I think is empowering females so they can have a certain level of education, so they can monitor themselves through the space.
Yeah.
So once we are able to empower them. So I remember
you allowed a woman to be a boss as well. That's what I like.
Yeah, man. So we started out as a dance group, and the thing I asked them to do for me while they were in college, the first thing I wanted them to do is complete their associate degree before we move to the next level. So they completed their associate degree, and then we said, let's take it to the street and let's make this into a movement.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, this is 20 years later, and they have moved from becoming a dance group to becoming a dance company to being executive members of that dance company. So Shelly is our operations manager, and Stacy is our production manager. So Stacy is the one that produces A Seat at the Bar. Shelly is the host of it. Anything to do with dance and dance classes, Shelly deals with that. I'm the artistic director that oversees everything. So I give them functions and they complete these functions. And
this is amazing.
Now they're seen as stalwarts in dancehall, because dancehall is one of the things that people look down on in Jamaica. The music and the dance get the least respect. So we had to make our company into an institution so people can say that, listen, you can actually choose dance as a career choice. It can be a career choice because you can earn from it, because Shelly, I got Shelly on tour. Now Shelly tours more countries than I do. I think she's at 38 or 39 countries.
That's beautiful.
And there are so many persons.
And you've got your own Dance Expression page as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's for younger adults and stuff. You teach. You go from young people to older people,
man.
All ages.
Let me tell you, the complete vision of the Expression brand is to have an institution in Jamaica that teaches the arts from groundation. When I say groundation, I mean teach patois as a language, teach dancehall as a style of music and dance in Jamaica, teach theater from the what we call roots theater perspective. So we are teaching our culture from the grassroots. Because if you can teach ballet You know what I mean? If people took the time to institutionalize ballet and make ballet one of those, so we can teach dancehall.
Dimple just said there, now dancehall is an accredited course. It should be accredited. Yes, you should have to. You should have to go to uni to do dancehall. I don't care. It shouldn't be. Sometimes, sorry, Orville, if I get vexed, but sometimes I get upset. If I go to a dancehall class, and I'm better than the dancer, the teacher, I'm like, yo, I'm Jamaican. I know that what you're doing is not the role. That's not how you do it. So I'm thinking, I want people to be able to go through a full course, modules and everything to get to be a dancehall dancer, because it's deeper to us than it is other people, but it is something that everyone can learn. Do you know what I mean?
So your Dimple's telling you it is. Yes. I have a dancehall course that is accredited.
Yes, I want it to be worldwide. I want it to be all around the world, please. Yeah, and I will do anything to help you. If anything to do with the UK, I would help, because over here, sometimes it gets a bit too much where I got my dancehall friends messaging me like, oh, I went to this Sweden country and they disrespect me. Do you know what I mean? And they're Jamaican. Like, it's not nice when dancehall dancers get treated like that in other countries. Do you know what I mean? So having that accredited course there, that's changing the world.
Yeah, man, and that empowers our local dancers. It empowers all the persons outside of Jamaica who have Jamaican parentage and lineage. So when you have something to show that you're accredited from the source, then nobody can go around that. Nobody can go around that. But it's there, it's in place.
Oh, you're patient.
I physically have the only dancehall course in Jamaica now that is accredited. And what is important is that it is accredited by an institution where the accreditation is valid locally and internationally. It's hard.
Wow. So please get it over here. I know it's international, but get it to where people have to in the UK. Because I don't want people just think they can just do dance classes, you know. You have to have it. You have to have it internally, or you have to have the qualification, you know. Why not? It's just as important as ballet, like you said.
As any one of the style, ballet, jazz, modern, contemporary, you need
remember Santa Barbara?
Yes, see?
With the old schools. There used to be one where you just rain down and I love Jamaica, you know. So big up everyone who's showing love right now. Thank you, guys. I love your team, man. So, what's your favorite country so far that you visited? What's your favorite one? Would have treated you the best?
My favorite country so far, believe it or not, outside of Jamaica, is Singapore.
Wow. Ooh.
Singapore. In 2020, we traveled 5 countries in Asia. Singapore is 0% crime.
Wow.
0% crime. You can go into any public space in Singapore and put your bag down, go and do your business and come back and pick your bag up and go where you're going.
Whoa, that's amazing.
And the design of what happens in Singapore was fashioned from Jamaica years ago. And we have taken a U-turn for the worse, and Singapore is using our blueprint and still surviving. That place is beautiful.
What's the blueprint? What blueprint's that?
Just the blueprint of how to deal with crime. The blueprint of how to deal with crime. And they are still enjoying the success of 0% crime.
I want to go there now.
Listen, that place, it's beautiful.
You could never do that over here. Leave your bag down.
So because of that, I've been to Africa once. I've been to Africa, but I've not gotten a chance to really be around the place. To do a lot of interaction with the people. And I really want to go to Ghana, because where I went was Tanzania. But when I went to Singapore, that kind of what Africa brought me was a peace of mind to write my dancehall, the dancehall show that I have. I spent 5 days in in Tanzania, and I was able to write a complete dancehall show.
Wow.
And we took that dancehall show to Germany in May, last May.
Wow.
Well, this May, the 12th of May, we were in Germany for a month.
Yeah. And you went Berlin as well this year, Berlin?
Yeah. So we did 2 shows, we did some classes, and we also did some lectures about dancehall. And that again was absolutely phenomenal to see Jamaicans on a stage in Berlin doing a show that shows us from our traditional folk form right up to what dancehall is. The show is called From Then Till Now. You know, it's a musical that just shows you the whole evolution of the Jamaican music and dance. And we had people crying in the audience, like,
you're gonna bring it over here, please?
No, the truth is, I was seeing this show in the UK and the Caribbean before it went to Europe. But again, the people, the movers and shakers who can make these things happen, I don't know, they don't do what is required or what is necessary to make these things happen. I can see the kind of impact a show like this would have in the UK based on the Jamaican lineage that is in the UK. You know what I mean? So
it's strong over here. It's strong.
Yeah, man. And it would be able to, the new generation who have never been to Jamaica but are of Jamaican parentage would be able to get to lock themselves in.
Yeah.
Sorry, and understand more about their culture.
It's true.
You know? So
it's true. And the Jamaican culture is one culture that it's infectious. Like you can't, like I don't know no one.
Yeah, the people.
Like,
the people.
My son, the first time my son tastes a super malt, he start acting stupid. You know what I mean? It's like you can't like, yeah man, like it's like people over here, even if they're like white people will see you. Say if you got like the red, gold, and green, it's not even the Jamaican flag colors, but you got something to do with Africa or
Rastafari,
Rastafari, you know what I mean? They're just like Wagwan. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, we don't all say Wagwan, like, but people, it's just so infectious. You can't play Vibes Cartel over here and everyone just sit down like, all posh, you know what I mean? Someone's going to start moving and dancing. I think it's a very infectious culture, and I love my country, man. But you don't like, you're very fit. Is it just the dance that you do? Do you go gym as well? Like, do you push weights? Because you're...
all right. So there are times, well, like now, when as a dance choreographer, when you move from just being a dancer to a dance choreographer, you have to monitor yourself, because you will spend more time
with the
fixing the dance, right? But you spend more time actually fixing the dance and actually dancing. So this is where now I try to find somebody who, because we can be very indisciplined if we're doing it ourselves. So I run to a trainer to push me to the limit.
Nice.
You know, so I will, but now I haven't been doing all that I'm supposed to be doing to maintain the fitness. I'm still fit to a certain level, but I don't do.
Wait a minute! Stop, guys. Did you just say I'm just fit to a certain level? Please don't be so humble, Orville. You're one of the fittest men in Jamaica, blood. Listen. You're fit, you know. You can move, you know. It's not a joke. When you see you, listen, you are the better. You're already the better. I'm sorry. Okay, go on. But you're bad, you know. I had to show my mom, like, Mom, and you acting like you can't do Pilates. Come on. You're amazing, man.
But so I want people to know that dance is a complete workout. It is once you start dance, it's like swimming. When people tell you, say you work every single muscle in the body. When you start dancing, and the expression through dancing and the emotions that come through dancing balances you out as well. You know, it helps to keep you balanced, because you're expressing without actually using words. That's what dance does for you. You know, gives you a chance to speak without actually using words. So once you're able to manage that and express that, then it changes you as a person. It really does.
Tell us something about dancehall that not everyone knows. Like something.
All right, a lot of people, well, enough people never know that dancehall started in 1980. That's one of the things that people don't know. Yeah, dancehall started. The term dancehall. All right, so listen to this now. The formal, what people would consider the formal lifestyle of dancehall started in 1980. But the word dancehall has been around from the 1940s. Yeah, from the 40s, people have been using the word dancehall because dancehall was actually a hall that you dance in, so they call it a dance hall. So the word itself, but the lifestyle, right? But the lifestyle, the curry goat and rice and the manish water soup and the, you get what I say? This in the 80s, it started in the 80s and it developed itself, and we have different sections of dancehall. So we have foundation dancehall, that is the 80s. We have the golden decade of dancehall, which is the 90s. We have the baddest rhythm them, I have the baddest dance them. So the baddest sounds came out of that. And then, you know, we have the new era dancehall now, that way, you know, with Elephant Man them and them people.
Yeah, Sting for those times, and oh my God, I love Federation sound. I love them. They're one of my favorites. Like, I love revival and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, that's like you said, dancehall. You see that boom, 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 boom. You see that beat there? It goes in my soul, you know. Feel in my soul.
It's about the heartbeat. It's the heartbeat. It's what comes from the drum. It's what comes from the bass. Once you start hear the beat, it's your heart start palpitating. That is what sends that signal through your body, you know, where people don't know. You know. It's your heart responding to a beat that it's been used to for generations.
Wow, man.
So even things that you don't know, we call it noise in the blood. Yeah. So when you hear the beat and you respond to it and say, where did that come from? It's something that exists it exists in your heritage. Yeah. Before you. It's your mother, it's your father, it's your grandparents, you know what I mean? So it's that vibration that comes through and resonates with your body, and you're saying, it feels like something you know already, because you know it already. It exists in your blood.
My granddad used to be called Sugarfoot in Jamaica.
Yes. Okay.
He said he put sweet the way he danced. Yeah. You get me? So he used to call my granddad Sugarfoot. And all my dad's side of the family, creatives, all dancers. Like, I started dancing before I got into fitness as well. So when I see dancers, it means more to me when I see someone dance, you know. It means, I don't know, there's something about it where it's just, like you said, it feels like it came before me, but it's still part of me, you know. I love it, man.
Noise in the blood.
Who's your favorite artist? Your favorite artist? Like dance artist?
Oh, Lord. You're kidding.
Dancehall artist? Bujo Banton?
There's too many. There's too many of them.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, man.
I knew you were going to pick one, you know.
Is a question I try to stay away from because I can't narrow it down. You know,
give me your top three.
Whoa.
Lord,
all right. So we have got distinguish now between who we would call the reggae soul artists, you know, the reggae balladeers and dancehall artists, you know. So remember, Buju moved from dancehall into reggae. But Buju is one of my all-time favorites. See, we have Spragga Benz, who are one of my general in the thing as well. You know what I mean? So we have Bounty Killer, who is just one of the passionate dancehall gladiators.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We have Beanie Man, who is the soulful entertainer. Like, once you watch Beanie Man on a stage, it's full entertainment. Yeah. We have Vibes Cartel, who are the lyricists.
Yeah.
They come stage up the game with metaphors and all them things. We have Busy Signal. We have Assassin. No, don't get me started, please. We have too much name for Carl. We have too much name.
Yes, and everyone just got me hot hearing all those names, you know. Because, Jamaica is the one, you know. It's the country that everyone wants to go to as well over here.
Yeah.
Crazy,
and then listen, we have to talk about the females. Then you have Tanya Stevens, you have Spice.
Yeah, Lady Soul, come on, Lady Soul. That's my girl.
Sister Charmaine. We have, look here, there.
What was that Dina girl? Sugar, kind of girl. What's that girl?
Thing there. Diana
Oh
King.
Lord, yes,
Diana
she was
King.
good as well.
Diana
She was
King.
good. I love that.
So, listen, we were
What's my singing, guys?
born we were born out of using entertainment to uplift ourselves. That is
True.
why the entertainment is so strong, because that is what we used. We used it because it was part of our African culture. We would,
Patra, so some
yeah man,
patra, you know.
Patra,
Yes,
Lord have
simple.
mercy.
Yes.
Yeah man, yeah man.
Listen, I
So,
thought I was Patra, you know. Sorry, I
eh?
thought I was her. I did. I'm sorry. I love it, man.
We're a
Hey,
passionate people, man. We're a
yeah,
passionate people,
feel it in
you
the
know.
soul, man. So, what would you say is the best way to build a team when you got multiple businesses like you? What's the best way to like build a team?
All right, the
Make it
best way to
happen
build
naturally, or what?
no, the best way to build a team is to build yourself first.
That's the best answer
Listen,
I've ever had.
yeah, man, and listen carefully why I said that, right? Persons who come around you is persons who you attract around you, and they will show different sides of you that you will have to deal with. And we all have a side of us that might be a little dark side. We have our funny side, we have our serious side. But now you have to know how you're going to condense that to become a person that when you attract people around you, they will be the person that you yourself have evolved into. Yeah?
Yeah,
We,
yeah.
we're a collection of a lot of people, you know. You're a collection, you're a part of your mom, you're a part of your dad, you're a part of
Mhm.
a cousin, you're a part of a granddad, you're a part of a friend down the road. Because there are things that people do that we will emulate that side of them because we like that. You get what I say? So
Yeah.
when we
Yes.
pull these different parts of people together and decide who we want to be, we are going to attract that kind of person around us. So once you if you are running a company and you can't get certain things done, it's because there's certain things that you need to be doing to get them to understand that that is what needs to be done.
Mm,
Max Wagwan. So I've learned that over time that you have to become who you want them to be, but you have to become that first. Once you become that, if I come to your house, I know how to treat your house based on what you do in your house.
true.
You get what I say?
Yeah, man.
If you don't take off your shoes at the door, I'm going to walk in with my shoes. If I see you stop and take off your shoes, I know right away
Yeah,
you don't be
yeah.
with shoes in
It's
your
true.
house. You
It's
get
true.
what I
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
So you have to know you have to know who you want to be. So when persons come around you, they know absolutely, guys, I need this to be done. I need
Mm,
this to be done within this time. Yeah. So I can
yeah.
tell you it's over time, because as if we don't self-evaluate every now and then,
Yeah.
because we have to be perpetual students, you know. Life never stop teaching, you know. So you
Mm,
can never stop learning.
trust me.
So every day that you get up, you have to become a better version of yourself, a better version of yourself. Because one thing I can tell you with humans, we can be very judgmental. You know, we can be so judgmental,
Mm,
and we will bash other persons based on what they say and do because we are not in the situation.
mm,
You know, so sometimes we have to take ourselves out of the situation, or step away and say, this could easily happen to me, but how would I handle it? And what could cause this kind of behavior? We're coming out of 2 years of lockdown, of a lifestyle that we were never ever used to. And many of us are not seeing the effect of it until now. Like
mm.
we're seeing things happening in schools with students now that is unbelievable, the kind of callousness and heartlessness that we're seeing. But it is a result of not allowing us animals to socialize. We're
Yeah.
social beings. We were
Yeah.
never designed to be locked up in our house
Mhm.
and not interacting.
Yeah.
You know, so it might have some kind of psychological effect on us, and it affects us different ways,
Yeah. It does.
you know. So one thing I can tell you that kept us sane is my team. We have we I shot the bartender entirely on a cell phone. Everything that people see on Xpressionz JA page, the shooting, the editing.
What phone is that? Because me want that phone. Me want that.
The phone that I'm talking to you on, that's what I started with. It's a S9. It's a S9.
Oh.
And then I moved to this, which is a S20. This is what I'm shooting with now.
Wow.
So it's not
really good.
It's yes, the quality is good, but the stores are better. So even if it's not a 4K quality, the stories, and because it is so Jamaican, because it is so etched in our culture,
and it's real.
People, yes, because I don't take people out of them comfort zone. I have people tell their story in the bartender. You know, so if I try to find out who are you okay with me telling a part of this story in the bartender? And the person say, yeah, go ahead. So what people are saying is realness. They must say real people doing real things that you can identify with. You know, it's not that some of them soap opera something there where you feel away from. It's things that you have experienced these things, whether physically or vicariously. You experience these things.
I love that, man. Dimples is funny, you know. I'm sorry, but been dropping some comments while you're talking. It's a Samson Finau. Samson Finau, this. I love that. I like Dimples. I'm going to follow you after. Goodbye.
Yeah,
what would you say to your 21-year-old self today?
My 21-year-old self.
What would you say to him?
I would say to my 21-year-old self, continue on the journey and take in everything. There's nothing I would change. Taking everything. It's the experience. Yeah, it's the experience. Somebody asked a question the other day.
Nice.
If you could have all this knowledge at 10-year-old, or I mean, I said, no, I wouldn't want this knowledge at 10-year-old. I wouldn't want what I have now. You wouldn't be a child. You wouldn't be able to grow as a child. You get what I say? That's too much. That's too much weight on a 10-year-old brain. This, no. You know, cause this is a thinking brain now. This is a brain where I work out some big people things now. You get what I say?
Yeah.
You don't want that as a child. You want to be 10, and you want to be 15, and you want to be 20. So I'm telling my 21-year-old self, say, follow the journey, listen to your heart, because many times, you know, when we run up in a certain things, it's because we're not listening to our heart, you know, and we're not listening to that soulful side of us.
Yeah.
You know, that spiritual side of us.
Yeah, even I do that.
Yeah. So the minute you start taking time with yourself, you'll make the right decisions. And even if it seemed like something for you that was bad, you have to know so that is the experience that will make you know said that not to do again. You know, do that again.
Yeah, and I something I learned just the other day at 36 is you can never lose. You either win or you learn.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, why didn't someone tell me that when I was 16? I would have went to that competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so much times I was just so scared I didn't go because I thought, I would have just went if I knew. So if I just had someone to guide me at that age to be like, you know, someone like you could just be like, just go. You're not gonna lose. You're gonna learn about it or you're gonna win.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I love that.
And there are times when where we are in our lives, you won't absorb certain things because you have to live it. You won't observe it if somebody just say it to you because your whole mindset is not locked into this. I've had situations where people say, Orville, me never know say I say your dance group bad. But then you go back and you say, but you were at least 4 functions that I've performed at. But guess what? The person was not zoned into what was happening there. They had something else dealing with. So the time that they actually see you is the time that they're supposed to see you. This is the time that so what was the important thing is they saw you 4 performances after. You know why? Because you were being consistent, which is what you're supposed to do. Be consistent. They will see you. It's not when you're consistent at what you truly love. It's not if you're gonna make it enough. It's when.
Yeah. And that's something I'm scared of because I could be consistent for so long, and then something outside of me will come and trying to break me down, and then I will slow down for a bit, And then I think,
That's when
oh
you
God,
push.
I can't catch up on that now. Let me try something else. But it's like, no,
No,
I'm
no,
just going to
that's
stick to
when you
this, and it's
pressed.
what I love. I'm not going to let no outside distractions get me. I have to look
That's
for the
when you
signs,
press.
you know? Yeah, but
That is when you press forward.
I had to wait for a long time to get it. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just happy that I've got people like you in my life right now for the hour, giving me this sort of uplifting advice, because I'm going to use it
Yeah, man.
forever, forever.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm going to pass it on to my sons as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's big, man. It's deep. You're I wouldn't, you're more than a professor to me. You know what I mean? You're the dance hall father. Like, you're more to
Wow.
us than dance. Trust me, man. It's deep. And I'm so
Respect.
honored. I'm starting to sweat again. All right, let me get testing out before I start sweating. Okay, wait a minute.
Bless you, brother.
Okay, your businesses are amazing. Everything's amazing. New collabs this year. Tell us towards the end of the year. Anyone new you're going to be working with? Any new countries next year? What's coming? What's going to be happening with Xpressionz?
All right.
What can we look
We're
out for?
still, we're collaborating. We're doing more collaborations with Heart. We
Nice.
have, we have some corporate sponsors who are now interested in doing long-term work with us,
Yes.
and there will be more tours coming up next year.
Good.
But I'm structuring my tours, and the major project is going to be a movie.
I can't wait to see that.
We're shooting a movie, so please look out for that. Please tell the persons on your page to subscribe to Expressionz JA YouTube
Yes.
channel, because it's completely about edutainment.
Mhm.
So everything there is not just about the entertainment value, but the educational value as well. We
Yes.
have to. I'm committed to fixing parts of Jamaica one community at a time. You know,
Yes.
one individual at a time.
Yes.
It is important. It is important how I touch your life when we speak, so you
Mhm.
can touch somebody else's life, or two
Yes.
other, three other people. So it is important how we interact. It is important that you take away something positive, because that's what we're lacking now. We're
Yeah, man.
lacking just that word. And when people say word sound is power, it's not a joke thing. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
What you say will define who you are, and it will empower somebody else.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So I want
Wow.
to send people down a positive road.
You will. That's what you're doing, and you're already painted on a wall in Jamaica. It's not the first wall. There's going to be many. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
man.
mean? It's a good picture, though. You're like
Respect.
working. I
Respect.
like that painting. It's nice, man.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
it's supported by so much dancers around the world. Like I said, who is there dancers that you've looked at this year and thought, oh, let me follow them. They're good, man. Like, really good. You
A couple
support
of them,
them,
you know. A
yeah?
couple of them. Some of them, like some of the Afro dancers. They're
Do you know
too.
Shortman? Do you know Shortman? He's big over
Uh,
here in the
would
UK.
he would
DHK
give
Shortman.
Chapman? Yeah, man. Chapman, I'm a
Yeah!
general man. Yeah, man. We've done
Oh, my
we've
little
done.
baby.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
We've been in the same space in thing there
yeah,
in
that's
Europe.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Short man.
that's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a
The
man over
general.
here, man. Trust
General.
me.
Yeah,
And
man. Yeah, man.
he's my sister used to babysit him when he was a baby. So
Yeah.
I just seen him grow up here. So I'm just really
Yeah,
proud of
man.
him. I
The
knew you were
general.
gonna know him. Oh, that's good. That's good. So who do you watch online? You like the Afro dancers? Who else?
Yeah, man, but like the Afro dancers, it's just really anything that moves my spirit. It's really anything, because dance is such a universal language, you know. So when I scout through, and then I have people, I have Ice Queen, I have Dimples. May just have different people. If them buck up something on the
Yeah,
internet that they
they,
know I'm going to like them, I send it to me.
yeah,
May have Amoy, may have so many persons that will just send me things. And
yeah,
there's Max. Max is the lady that finds everything with black empowerment
yeah.
to send me.
Oh,
You
big
know?
up, Max, man.
So and so she'll hear me talking about something, and I have I have a different perspective on it, and then she will find something with the right perspective and send and say, watch that.
Oh, I need one of
And
them in
these
my
are,
life. I need a Max
yeah,
in my
man,
life,
yeah,
man.
man. And this is because she knows that I reach a lot of people. So I have to always have the right information.
Yeah, she's helping to charge
So,
you, you know. That's
yeah,
a good
man.
friend, you know.
So these are persons who I embrace in my life because they help with the process of me healing people and giving people the right kind of information as well. So I have to big up Max for that, because when you
Big up
look in at my DM, in a man, my DM
Max.
loaded with things
Full
where,
up.
you know, some things where people don't know about, some things where people have the wrong idea about, and we keep talking about it and giving it power day after day, not realizing that there's a totally different angle to it, and it's
Yes.
not like that. How do we lift ourselves to the next level? It's by empowering ourselves with the knowledge of our past.
Yeah.
That's really what we have to do.
I 100%, 1,000,000,000% agree. Let me ask you about the dancehall industry. What do you think the dancehall industry needs more of, like, to
Education.
grow? Education?
Education of our past. Education of what happened before us.
Yeah.
For me, one of the biggest disconnect is the fact that the now generation feel like the older generation is not helping them enough. So what they're doing, they are running with things that is disconnected from the root. You get what I say? So if you're disconnected from the root, you can never survive.
No.
Remember, you know, no matter how much you see a limb grow far away from the tree and blossom, if the tree dies, the limb dies. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If the root of the tree dies, it dies. And if somebody come and decide that they are going to groom the tree, they're going to groom the leaves and the branches, but the root will stay so it can grow new, sprout new limbs and all of that. So I need the younger generation, and this is why we have this dancehall course, and this is why I keep going around the island, and this is why I keep going around different parts of the world, so that the younger generation can understand that we have one of the richest cultures in the world, bar none. Something that we should be absolutely proud about.
Trust me.
So but if you don't know about it, if you try to detach yourself, if the youth them where I live now don't know nothing about what used to happen at 2009, and the ones who live in 2009 never know where I going in the 90s, and the people in the 90s never know where I going in the 80s, and the 80s, the 60s. That's a major disconnect.
Yeah, it is.
Because the truth is, the reason why dancehall became such a force for the decade of the 90s is because it pulled things from the 80s. It never tried to change the game. You get what I say? What it did was take ingredients from the 80s and for them own new mindset started developing. So when we have a Dave Kelly, and when we have some of these beats that came out of the 90s, they were only that strong because they did not try to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
You get what I said? They took things from that and developed what them have.
So do you think the people right now who are changing up the dancehall sound and doing certain dance moves, and because you know there's some dance styles where women are getting dashed into the fence, or a guy's jumping off a tree and landing on the gal and like is that where dancehall is like it's going the wrong way?
All right, we've done that's daggering. That's daggering, and that's a style. That's what it's called. That's what it's called.
I know. I love that you said it.
Yeah, man. We've been doing daggering for the longest while.
It just got wild now, isn't it?
Yeah, and listen
I
again.
like it though. We like it.
Yeah, man. It's because of. Let me tell you something. We are bad Africans, you know. We are bad Africans.
I know it. We're the rebels, you know. We didn't want to play it.
know how you talk to it. Do not attack us. All right. Something that I learned recently, and again is a Max sent it to me. Historically, black people did not beat their children. The beating, the physical whipping of kids is a European concept.
Yeah.
Because Europeans whipped us.
Yeah.
You get what I said?
Yeah.
In the black culture, a baby is seen as an ancestor reborn. You don't beat your ancestor. You get what I say?
Yeah.
It's a reborn ancestor. So the child comes with a certain level of knowledge and a certain level of consciousness that the space needs. You don't beat